Chapter number 9 ERJ, a new topic, that is interrogation. We have three forms of interrogation. We can make a single sentence into three types of question. First one is intonation, and second one is esker form, and third one is inversion. So in these three ways we can do the interrogation. If my sentence is j'ai vu a film, this is my sentence, and I have to frame this sentence into three types. I have to frame the interrogation in all the three types. So my first form is intonation, my second form is esker, and my third form is inversion. In first form, what I have to do is simply I just have to write the sentence j'ai vu un film and question mark. This is my first form. Nothing we have to do, we just have to add a question mark in a given sentence. This is your intonation form. Now, second form is esker. You will add esker in front. Esker, j'ai vu un film, and then it's a question mark at the end. And if I talk about third form, inversion means just take an example, just form a mindset that how inversion is done. Inversion means to invert, means invert the subject and the verb. So it will be ai, je, view a film and a question mark at the end. This is your third form. Je view le film. Ai, je view a film. Means you have to invert the verb, auxiliary verb with subject. Rest all will remain same. That's it. Okay? Is it clear to you? One more example I'm giving you. My sentence is il a travail. Question mark. Now, the first our subject is starting with a vowel. So this QUE will be changed to QU apostrophe because this is vowel. Est-ce qu'il a travaillé? Now, third form, when I'm saying il a travaillé tha, to a il ho jayega. A il travail. Now in this form, this A and I both are vowel. So two vowels cannot be placed together. I'll add T and hyphen both the sides. A small hyphen. A till travail, question mark. So whenever such kind of situation is there, that the verb is vowel and the subject is also starting with a vowel, we are going to place T between and hyphen both the sides. Is it clear? Now this was your interrogation. Now if I talk about negation, so how you are going to do the negation in all these three forms. Suppose my sentence is il n'y pas trouve sa trousse. So if my first form, if I have to change it into, so this only question mark I'm going to add. Na is before the auxiliary verb and pa is after the auxiliary verb. Il n'y pas trouve sa trousse. Second is esker, add किया. Il एस्किल, यहाँ पर QU apostrophe होगा. ठीक है, एस्किल n'y pas trouve la trousse. And if I talk about third form, question mark is very much necessary. If you are not placing question mark, it cannot be considered as a interrogation. That will be considered only as a simple sentence. So question mark is very much necessary. Now if I talk about third form, तो हम क्या करते थे? Il n'y pas. अगर ये without if negation I do, it was a il trouve sa trousse. So now first will be negation. An apostrophe a. Nya il, फिर पा आएगा. Na a il pa. Up again A and I is vowel. I will place T in between. Nyatil pa trouve la trousse. Question mark. One more sentence I am giving you as an example. My sentence is tu es allé au cinéma. Okay. Now I am doing negation. So this will be tu n'es pas allé au cinéma. Then second form will be est-ce que tu n'es pas allé au cinéma? And your third form will be ne pa, ne tu pas. An apostrophe es, then tu, then pa. Means first of all negation will be there, then auxiliary verb will be there, then subject will be there, and then pa will be there. Ne tu pa ale au cinema. So this way we are going to do negation in interrogation. This is your first form, this is your second form, and this is your third form of negative interrogation. I hope it is clear to you all. Now we are proceeding with the vocabulary. First, I am going to read the French words, then the English one. Listen to the pronunciation. Accompagner, to accompany. Assister, to attend. Ensuite is afterwards. La chemise is shirt. Le sondage is survey. Le travail, work. Les devoirs, homework. And last is puis, that means then. Okay. Now proceed with the back exercise. Question number 1 of the back exercise. Read the first one. Relier les participes passés et les infinitifs. So in the first column, past participle is given, and in the second column B, your infinitive verbs are given. So you have to match accordingly. First one is attendu. So what will be the past? What will be the verb infinitive for verb for this past participle? Attendu. It will be attendre. So first A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and J. So the apprendre will be seventh one. Second is explique. It will be expliquer, eighth one. Next is comprise. It will be comprendre, fifth part. View, it will be voir, sixth part. Then it is apprise, it will be apprendre, 10th part. Then it will be perdu, it's perdre. It is second one. Casse, casser, third one. Me is mettre, ninth. Adore is to adore, fourth one. And J part is parle, that is parler, first part. So this is your sequence. Now you can write the meaning. The verb attendre means to wait. Write the meaning. Attendre means to wait. Next is explique, to explain. Next is comprendre, to understand. Next is view, that is voir, to see. Apprise is apprendre, to learn. Perdu is to lost. Perdre. Casser is to broke. You can write break. Next is me, mettre, to put. Next is adore, to adore, to love, or to adore. The last is parler, to speak. Please write the meaning along with this. Question number 2, conjuguer se verbo passé composé. So here in this chapter, we are only going to conjugate with the auxiliary verb avoir and see to the verbs. And now, according to this, you have to tell the past participe passé of the verb. And the subjects are given. Accordingly, you are going to conjugate it with verb avoir. Tu dash une idée pour l'anniversaire de grand-mère. You had an idea for the grandmother's anniversary. So tu a eu. The past participle of avoir is eu. ठीक है, tu के साथ जो avoir verb में आता है वो आता है as. Tu a eu. Nous avons, nous dash des crêpes. We made the pancakes. Nous avons faire. The past participle of faire is fait. Nous avons fait des crêpes. Next is je dash une recette dans un livre. I read a recipe in a book. So je et I, and the past participle of lire is live. Vous dash du sucre et de la confiture. You take sugar. You took sugar and jam. So with vous, the verb avoir is ave, and prendre will be pris, P-R-I-S. Il dash du sandwich au restaurant. He ate sandwich in the restaurant. With il, the avoir verb is a, and manger, the past participle of manger is mange, e accent. So means first, second, third, and fourth are the verbs irregular, and the fifth one is regular verb, that is er ending, which changes to e accent. Now, question number 3. Question number 3, the sentence is given to you in present tense, and you have to change it into passé composé. Complétez comme dans l'exemple as given in the example. You need to complete it. Aujourd'hui, first part example is given. Aujourd'hui, j'écoute la radio. Verb is écouter, so it will be j'écoute. Similarly, first one is aujourd'hui. Aujourd'hui means today, and hier means yesterday. So aujourd'hui का जो वो होता है passé composé, that is hier. Nous dansons, verb is danser. So your answer will be nous avons dansé ensemble. Now the B part. Aujourd'hui, il joue basket. Today he play basket. Yesterday he played basket. Il a joué au basket. And with jouer verb, we are going to put accent above e. Next is aujourd'hui tu ranges tes vêtements. Today you are arranging your clothes. So yesterday tu as rangé. Again e accent, and tes vêtements will remain same. Yesterday you arranged your clothes. Next D part. Aujourd'hui vous apprenez cette leçon. Today you are learning this lesson. Yesterday you learned this lesson. तो vous avez, apprendre verb है. Apprendre का past participle होता है appris. Hier vous avez appris cette leçon. So step by step, if you are going to work, then it will never be wrong. Okay? First of all, find the verb and then see it. See the subject, accordingly conjugate with avoir verb, then write the past participle. Okay, everyone? Proceeding with question number 4, that is mettez ces phrases au passé composé. Again, you have to shift it into passé composé. it is given in present. A part is je mange un croissant et je bois un café. Je mange will be changed to je mange un croissant et je bois will be changed to j'ai bu. J'ai bu un café. Next, B part. Marie met un imperméable et elle prend the parapluie. Met is a met verb. It will be Marie a mis un imperméable et elle a pris un parapluie. Marie has Marie wore, or she has put a raincoat, and she has taken an umbrella. Tu finito travai et tu écoutes un disque. Tu as fini, finir verb है, ton travail, et tu écoutes un disque. You finished your work, then you are listening to the CD. Next, Julie écrit à sa mère et elle envoie la lettre. Julie, verb is écrire, a écrit. À sa mère, Julie wrote to her mother. Et elle a envoyé. Elle a envoyé la lettre. And she has delivered a letter. Je achète un journal et je lis le journal. It will be j'ai acheté. I bought a newspaper, a journal, et j'ai lu le journal, and I have read the newspaper. So this is passé composé again, fourth question. Question number 5, you have to conjugate these following verbs into passé composé. Right now, I'm only writing the past participle, and rest of the conjugated verb, you are going to do it yourself. Clear, everyone? So, connaître means to know, and the past participle will be connu. Attendre means to wait, and the past participle will be attendu. Vouloir means to want, and the past participle will be voulu. Savoir means to know, and the past participle will be su. Réussir is to clear or to pass, you can write. And the past participle will be réussi. So this is your homework. These 5 verbs you are going to conjugate in passé composé. What you have to do is, first of all, write the subjects, then the avoir verb in present, and then these past participle will all the subjects. Clear, everyone? This is all about today's class.